I can. There we go. Go shut my door. Be right back. All right. Rolled a little too far there. Well, hello there. Welcome back to another Tech Talk session here at the Peabody Public Library. My name, if I can get this set up right, my name is Beth Gaff, and I'm the systems manager here at the library. I'm also the technology trainer and the robotics instructor in our school systems here in Whitley County. So, typically our Tech Talk sessions are your opportunity to come on and ask questions about devices or things that you may not be very familiar with. So that is why I'm here, is to help assist you in any way I can. And in the meantime, I usually do some kind of a techie tip for us while I wait to see if anyone comes on. Normally our Tech Talk sessions only last about 20 to 30 minutes unless we have a lot of questions. So if you have a question, please feel free to, let's see here. Let me get my stuff up on the computer here and get our link set out. And turn down my volume so you don't hear me being loud. Here we go. And I'm going to get our link sent out. So, I think I messed something up. Because my chat isn't here. Let me refresh. And put this on our group here. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to get us all up to date here. And get our links out for those that may want to join us this morning. Perfect. All right. Well, for whatever reason, my chat isn't coming up. Okay. I'm not sure why our chat is. Oh, there it is. Okay. So here you can put your questions in the chat, and then I can answer those the best of my ability. But while we wait for that to happen, I do have a topic for us to talk about today. And today we are going to talk about the features of Microsoft Windows. Now, Microsoft Windows includes a wide array of features, tools, applications to help you get the most of Windows in your computer. So some of these options or features would include some of the following. You would have access to your control panel, Cortana, the desktop. I'm just kind of reading off of a list. Your device manager, disk cleanup, so things will run a little bit faster for you. Microsoft Paint, your notifications area, registry editor, task manager, Windows search bar. I mean, really start and stop. Really, the options are endless when it comes to Microsoft Windows and all the options that are out there for you. Let's start with something simple, which is our control panel. And let me flip us around here so you can kind of get an idea of what your control panel looks like. So when you actually type control panel in down here in your search, you're going to end up with a box that looks like this. So when you get that box that comes up that looks like that, this is a collection of tools to help you configure and manage the sources on your computer. You can change these settings like your printers, your video, your audio, your mouse, your keyboard, your date and time, your accounts, any kind of applications that you have installed, your network connections, your power saving options, and there are a lot of other things that you can do. So in Windows 10, the control panel is located in the Start menu under the Windows system, which I showed you the Start panel with that search option down there. You can start the control panel by pressing your Windows key and R. So what they're talking about is this Windows key right here. You're going to push that with your R. Let's give it a try, see what happens. And it brought up a command prompt. So when we do that, I'm wondering if we typed in control panel. Yep. And then it brings up my control panel. So that's just another way of doing the same thing that you can do by just typing in control panel into your settings. Cortana. So Cortana is a Windows 10 and 11 feature, typically Windows 10. So if you haven't upgraded to 11, then you probably have seen Cortana. Cortana is just a virtual assistant. It's kind of like your Hey Google feature or your Siri feature. So this is something that was introduced to the Windows 10 concept, and it offers voice command. So if you aren't very good at typing, or perhaps a little slower than you want to be, you could always use that voice command to get the options up that you're looking for. Cortana, so what can it do? It can answer questions. It can search your computer or the internet. It sets appointments and reminders for you. It performs online purchases. It is very similar, as I mentioned, to that Siri, Alexa, Google Assistants, all those different assistants that are out there. So to access Cortana in Windows 10, you can press that same Windows key plus S, and that's going to get you in. If you're on a Windows 11 computer, they are not doing Cortana on Windows 11, so you probably would not see that feature. However, there are some accessibility features that you could add to your computer that would still give you that voice command. All right, let's see if we've got any questions. I don't see anything, so I'm going to move on. So your desktop, let me show you what your desktop is. So if we're looking at our computer here, this is my desktop. Literally just the main screen of my computer. Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. So the desktop is a functional part of the default GUI, which is your graphical user interface in Windows. It is a space where you can organize applications, folders, and documents, which appear as icons. Your desktop is also always in the background behind any other applications you're running. So you noticed how I minimized everything I had on my computer, and then I was able to see my desktop. When you power on your computer and log into Windows, the first thing you see is your desktop. And that's going to have your icons and your taskbar there. You can access the installed programs on your computer from the Start menu, or by double-clicking any application shortcut that you may have on your desktop. So it has a lot of different kinds of functions and features that you can use. So let me flip us. So when you're on a Windows 10 desktop, you have a Start button, your task icons, you have Windows notification, time and date. Now, I am on Windows 11, so you can see that that is going to be slightly different as far as my desktop goes. I do still have those notifications, however, they're down here now, and all of those features are still there. They're just in another location. So don't get that confused with, sorry. I'm having issues with my stand holding up my device. Okay. So don't get those two confused. Windows 10 and Windows 11 look a lot different. However, if you do download Windows 11 onto your computer, you can move those functions and features like your Start menu and all of those things in the taskbar at the bottom. You can move those all back over to the left if that's how you enjoyed having it. by default, meaning it's just set up that way. They've put them all in the center for Windows 11, but there is a way that you can move it all to the right or to the left as you're used to doing. Let's see what else we can talk about in our time allowed here. Let's talk a little bit about File Explorer. So I do have a lot of people that come and visit me regularly, and let me show you this. And because of that reason, I created this nice little document here. If you'd like a copy of that, just send me an email. This is my email. And basically what it is showing you how you can transfer files from one device to another device. So by looking at this, this shows me on my first image, this is my first device, this is my second device. So whatever I want to move from one device to the other, I can just have those side by side of each other, and I can either drag and drop, or I can right click, copy and paste. So I have a couple of different ways that I can do that. And this bottom picture shows you the same thing. It just looks slightly different. Put that back. So your File Explorer is also called Windows Explorer, which provides you a view of your files and folders on your computer. You can browse the contents of your SSD, which is your solid state drive, hard drive, and attach removable disks. You can search for files and folders and open, rename, or delete them from your File Explorer. So when you save a file on your computer, the best way to access that is going to be in your File Explorer. And typically your File Explorer is this file folder that's located at the bottom of your computer, depending on, well, it'll always be at the bottom unless you've moved it. Whether you have 10, 11, 8, doesn't matter. It's always there. So you do have access to that File Explorer. You can also hit your Windows key and E, and it's going to open that file up for you. So if you're looking for a specific folder, so let's go into my File Explorer. And again, I'm on Windows 11, so it may look slightly different than what you're used to. But this is all the contents of my computer here. So if I come up to my search, I can just type in that file name, and it's going to search my entire computer or my files for what I am looking for. Okay. We've talked about this several times, but we'll talk about it again. Internet browser. So the difference between an internet browser and a search engine. An internet browser's job is just to get you on the internet. That's all its job is. So Google Chrome, Firefox, Microsoft Edge, those are all web browsers. So when I click on those, their one job is just to get me over to the internet. That's all they do. Once I'm on the internet, now I have what are called search engines. So that's going to be Google, Yahoo, Bing, MSN, whatever you like using for your search engine. That's how you access it, is through your web browser. So that's the difference between the two of those. Notepad is a simple text editor that Microsoft offers. You can use it to create, view, and edit text files. For instance, you can use Notepad to write a batch file or a web page. You can also use Notepad to copy and paste information that you just don't want to get rid of. So if somebody has sent you something that you don't want lost, you can copy and paste that and put it in your Notepad, and it will save it for you, and then you'll be able to access it later. Notifications area through Microsoft Features. These are also known as your systems tray. Displays the date, the time, and shows the icons of programs that are started with Windows. Excuse me. It also provides your internet connection status and a speaker icon for adjusting sound volume. We're not going to get into registry. However, we are going to talk about your settings, because your settings is probably one of the most important things that you have on your computer. This is available Windows 8, 10, 11. Settings lets you change many aspects of Windows. You can change the desktop background, adjust your power settings, review options for external settings, and more. So let's take a look at settings. And this is Windows 11 settings. But you can see that I have simple categories. So over here, if I did want to play around with my sound, I could just type in sound, go to sound settings, and now it's going to open up my settings for my sound. So you have a lot of different features that you can do using your settings only. It has accessibility features where you can personalize it, making things more accessible for you. You can change the text size. You can change your mouse size, the cursor size. You can change the brightness and things along those lines. So if you are one that may be visually impaired or maybe even hearing impaired, then some of those accessibility features would be very beneficial to you to make your computer as accessible to you as it can be. Bluetooth and Bluetoothing devices, so I could Bluetooth speakers to my computer. I can Bluetooth anything that has a Bluetooth capability to my computer. That way I'm able to use those devices the way that I want to use them. I also have network and internet settings. This is where I'm going to find those Wi-Fi network connections that are available around me so I can turn my Wi-Fi on and off, find the connection I'm looking for, push on it, and either enter a password or enter my public zone, however the person that owns it has it set up. I can personalize. I can personalize it to make my lock screen a picture, my background a picture. There's all kinds of different personalizations on there that you can do. Colors, themes, start menu, fonts. So explore your settings if you haven't. All of your apps, ones that are installed on your computer, ones that, you know, what is using up the most memory for me, that's going to be where you're going to find that. You're also going to find your memory of your computer in your File Explorer, like we talked about. That's going to be that C drive. So if I am in my File Explorer and I come down to where my PC is, I have a C drive here. This is going to tell me how much memory I have. By right-clicking on it and going to Properties, it's going to give me more of a graph effect. And this lets me know how much free space I have, what's using what, and I can also do a disk cleanup, which is what this is. You can find out what's being used by your storage, what's using the most, and things that you may need to eliminate to free yourself up some space on the computer itself. Your start and start menu. So the start menu is a list of applications and utilities installed on your computer. You can open this by clicking start on the left side of the taskbar, which they still haven't moved. So it is still down here even though I'm on 11. So if I click this, it pulls up my start menu and I can go into all apps on 11, which pulls up all of the programs that I have on my computer. If you're using Windows 10, you're probably going to push this and all of them are going to come up on the right hand side and you'll see your list there. So they've just made some minor changes to the way that the 10 and 11 look. Your taskbar. The Windows taskbar shows programs that are currently open and a quick launch area that allows quick access to launch specific programs. The notification area is on the right side of the taskbar, showing the date and time and programs running in the background. So your taskbar is another really good one to get familiar with. Your Windows search box, which I've already shown you. Your Windows search box is a convenient way to search for documents, pictures, videos, applications, and more. In Windows 10, the search box also works with Cortana. The feature first appeared in Windows Vista. The search box is on your Taskbar by default. In Windows 10, if you don't see the search box, click right on the taskbar and select taskbar settings, and then you would be able to activate that search bar. So all of them have search bars on the front, showing you again. This is my search down here. So here's where I might want to search for something on my computer. Whatever recently, it's going to show me my recent items that I have worked with. So there's a lot of features that are involved with your Windows search box. Okay, let me come back up. See what else we can chat about for a few more minutes here. Let's see, tips. Okay, let's go over some questions that come in periodically. Actually, I'm going to save that for our next Tech Talk session. Let me see what else we have here. Okay, Microsoft Windows tips. Since we're talking about Microsoft Windows, let's talk about some Microsoft Windows tips. They do have some keyboard shortcuts that you could try. Just some general ones, and I'm going to include that in our class today. So here are some keyboard shortcuts that you could learn how to do. Print only, delete. I'm also going to include this in our class today. And these are just some tips to help you get along with the computer itself for Windows. How to troubleshoot. I mean, there is a list of different stuff. Let's see. What else? What else can we chat about? We are at the 20-minute mark. I don't like to keep our tech talks too long unless we have a lot of questions. And this month, it doesn't seem like we do. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end our Tech Talk session today. But we did get the opportunity to look at a lot of Microsoft Office or Microsoft features and tools that are available to you regularly. So if you have not taken advantage of some of these tools and such, I would highly recommend that you do. They are going to be very beneficial to you in the long run. And the more that we use it, the better we get at it. And that's what matters. So I am here for you. I am pulling for you. If there's any kind of help that you need, you can reach out to me. I have several students online currently. So I would just add you to my roster and start getting you going on some training sessions. You can email me at the email that I've provided in our chat today. Or you can reach out to me here at the Peabody Public Library in Columbia City, Indiana, and I will see what I can do about getting you in or virtual for us to have some quality time together to go over and meet your needs that you're looking for. So, all right, you guys. Well, I hope it's warm in your neck of the woods, wherever that may be. I know it's a little chilly here, but the sun's out, so we're going to enjoy that sunshine while we can. So have a great day. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you as far as technology goes and how I am able to assist you. So have a great day, and I'll see you in our next Tech Talk.